I'll say to him, look, just because she says, I don't know, doesn't mean you shouldn't ask for big shit. Always ask for big stuff because you're setting your expectation for the interaction. Right? If she doesn't answer, if she can't fill this big vacuum, as we call it, if she can't fill this vacuum, how is she going to feel? How's she going to feel?
Well, like she's going to want to. It's something to, it's an expectation, something to rise up to.
Okay, that's not the answer I'm looking for. No, that's right. She was going to feel like she didn't rise up to the expectation. She's going to feel like she disappointed you, right? Which isn't necessarily bad, right? If you're staying at a hotel, you've got your laptop like I do. I'm a big geek. I carry my laptop. I want to hook it up wherever I go. If I go into the hotel and I say, "Hey, do you have internet?" They'll say, "Yes," and I'll say, "Can I know how to do it? Hook it up. Is there Wi-Fi?" And they'll say, "Yes." And I'll say, "Cool. How do I do that?" And then he'll tell me, right? That is weak. I'm a very weak person doing it that way. If you ask closed-ended questions like that, you're just a weak person. What do? Instead, I make the presumption that they indeed have wireless internet, and so I ask big questions. I make big presumptions. I say, oh no, okay. I say, look, how do I hook my computer up to the internet? Presuming they can, right? Ask for big stuff. People either feel like they disappointed you, okay? There's one of two outcomes. They'll either like they don't fill this big vacuum. They say, I don't know, which is little stuff, right? Or they actually give you a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. There's something in there, I think. You fill this vacuum with lots of stuff, and then what does that do? That makes your ability to relate to them easy. It builds a conversation, a two-way conversation, right? I don't want to do monologues. Like if I ask for something small and I get something small, I'm forced into monologues. I have no other choice because I haven't gotten anything else.
Go on, man.
Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Well, you can laugh. If you want to laugh, go ahead. Okay.
$20.
Okay. So we're trying to ask for something big continuously throughout the interaction because we want something big back. If we get something big back, then we can easily build a conversation and start to relate to that. Like a lot of guys take way too much of the burden upon themselves. Right? Have you guys ever thrown a medicine? Who's thrown a medicine ball back and forth? Come on, I know you have your buff. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, drink this beer. You're a little bit
Will do.
Excuse me. Okay, throw a medicine ball back and forth. Like interactions are like a medicine ball, right? And whoever's holding onto the medicine ball is losing because they're taking too much of the burden of the conversation. Like attractive women, they want to interact with who? Who do attractive women want to interact with? No, they want to interact with Brad Pitt. That's close. That's close. They want to interact with somebody who's super attractive, who has a lot of value, right? How does Brad Pitt act in interaction, right? How would Brad Pitt act if he was picking up this girl? Well, I can tell you that he probably wouldn't try very hard. Probably she would be trying really hard, right? And so a girl wants you to be Brad Pitt, in a sense. That means that she wants to try hard. She wants to win you over, right? Now, truthfully, you both sort of have to put yourself out there and sort of equal level. But for most guys, they take way too much of the burden of the interaction. They feel like, oh, I've got to entertain. I've got to keep this person focused. I've got to have them listen to me. Right? That's always a mistake. Because you're trying too hard. Whether you look like you're not, you're trying too hard. We don't want to do that. We want to pass the burden to the other person and show in a very strong way that we are willing to pass that burden to the other person. Okay. How do we do that? Well, you're going to have to sign up for a workshop to find out.